Hey everybody, peace, welcome back to my channel. My name is Scottyallenday. I am doing some reviews on survival kits today. I am in my living room and I just figured I'd do something a little bit different. I bought two survival kits, really close to the same price. One was on Temu and the other one was on Amazon. Now, keep in mind that Amazon is local, Temu is from basically China. So the first kit that I'm going to review is going to be this one right here from Temu. It is about an 8x4 box. It's nice, sturdy, it's heavy duty. For maybe just a little bit of extra, effort, it could be a waterproof case. Maybe like a rubber band around it, that sort of thing. So we're going to review everything that's inside of here. I've already looked at some of this stuff and, I pretty much know what I'm going to be reviewing. So the first thing is going to be this pen. Now, there's something that's unique about the front part of this, the hook. And it's got a couple holes in it. I have no clue what that part's for. This right here, this little has a tip on the end of it. It's meant for breaking glass. I've watched plenty of reviews with this particular pen, and this does not break glass. It has a marking pen at the end, probably so you'll be able to send messages around to see if you're moving around. Now what I'm doing right now is trying to open this pen to see if there is anything that's on the inside of it that, no, it's just a regular ballpoint pen refill. So that's just about it for just the pen. It's got an emergency blanket. Just about all kits have an emergency blanket. It has a thumb saw, which I find useless for just about anybody that's brand new, because nobody knows that you got to actually put two sticks, one in each eyelet, to be able to get the kind of leverage that you need to be able to use it. You have a standard little fishing kit. 2 jigs, 2 floats, a couple hooks, a couple swivels, and of course the fishing line. The fishing line is very useful if you have a needle, because then you can actually perform stitches if you have a deep cut. You have a screwdriver and a Phillips, and they're almost too small to be used. This right here I really disagree with, and I would actually throw it away if I had it from out of a Temu. At first I thought it was some kind of a crack pipe. I mean, it's hollow in the middle and it telescopes. Reminds me of an old 80s radio antenna. And looking at the instructions further inside of the kit, you're supposed to put your mouth in and then put it all the way down into the fire and blow. Now, why would you put a metal pipe in your mouth and put the metal pipe into a hot heat source to blow? If you do that, I'm sorry, but that is the dumbest thing that most people ever do. The next one is a paracord. I think it's probably about an 8-foot paracord bracelet. These things I find absolutely useless. Some people I've known swear by them, but I find this probably one of the most useless things that I've ever seen. And that's this little credit card. You can't saw wood with this. It's good enough for a bottle opener. I would have to test the pen tab thing, and then you have a couple notches for bolts. Now if you're in a survival situation, I don't have a clue what you are going to use for a bolt. Alright, so the next few things that's on here, I have like 2 of these flashlights. This one right here is the cheaper version. It doesn't telescope. It's a mag light. It's very bright. It works very, very well. A compass. It's a very good quality compass. why to have this taking up space inside of a survival kit, and it's a belt loop tab to put your water bottle on. Really? And then, of course, you have this threaded, this regular fiber cord to start a fire with flint and steel. Now personally, I wouldn't use a fiber cord. I would throw it away, and I would go over to my dryer and I would grab fresh dryer lint. It catches on fire within like one spark from a flint and steel. This one has a better bottle opener. Again, I would test that. And then this little grip thing, I have no clue what it's for. The rest of the stuff that's in here is a carabiner, some more cord, and non-sterile bandages and wipes. There's hardly anything in there. Alright, so with this first kit from Temu at about 17 bucks, I would turn around, I would give the box probably the highest grade of everything that's in the box, that's in this survival kit. And pretty much I would really, if my buddies and I were to go out on a weekend and needed a survival kit to be able to, because we forgot half of our gear, and I take this thing out, I would get laughed at. This is probably about the most useless survival kit I've ever seen. How you'd be able to survive with something like this, I have no clue. It is a worthless piece of junk. The only thing that's good, the only thing that has the value in it, of this, is this external case. The case is good enough to be a good waterproof case. I would take everything out of it and I would throw it away. Alright, so my second survival kit right here is from Amazon. It's almost about a foot long by about 4 inches wide. The case is not as heavy duty, but it's worth it. So again, in most survival kits you have the blanket, you have some basic instructions, you have some white gloves fronts. In here you have a flashlight, and then you pull that cord and it gives you like a car alarm type squeal. Everybody in the house is sleeping, so I wouldn't even use it in the house. You got paracord, which I would say probably about 6 feet. Again, you have more paracord, which is about another 6 to 8 feet, which is good because you could never have enough paracord in a survival situation. Again, you'd have that useless bottle clip that I probably wouldn't even use. This thumb saw is probably the worst thing in the world for any beginner that doesn't know how to use it or has not even experienced how to use it. You have fiber cord for your flint and steel. You have another good flashlight. These flashlights are really good. Just make sure you put a AA battery in there. You have the flint and steel, the same type of flint and steel that is in the Temu kit. Exact same flint and steel. You have a carabiner. You have your fishing line. That other kit is missing the spork. The almighty spork. Now, it really doesn't look like it's good for anything, but this one you can actually use with your hands. However, it has a serrated edge on the end of it, and you could actually cut your hands if you're going to try and use a spoon. So I would probably go against that. Again, you have your credit card survival thing, the same thing that's in Temu again. Same exact thing. You have the pen again with the glass breaker. You have a carabiner, and you have a carabiner, and then you have a probably one of the most important parts of any survival kit is a knife. Any survival kit that doesn't have a knife is not a survival kit. You have to have a knife. It doesn't matter. Now this one right here is probably the one thing that makes this survival kit turn into about a 7. And this one right here is a multifunction tool. One of these days I'm going to take it outside and I'm going to actually try it out. And it's got a hammer, it's got a mini hatchet, it's a pair of pliers. Again, you have a serrated for a saw, and you have your other functions, especially with your knife, your saw. You got a Phillips screwdriver, you have a multifunction tool, and you have another screwdriver and your serrated edge. So this is actually a really nice survival tool. If anybody has a survival tool like this, it would actually be very essential, let alone from that entire survival kit. I would actually just put this on my belt loop, and I would take this and put this and use it for my survival kit. So altogether in this survival kit right here, mainly because it has the knife, it has plenty of paracord, has a flashlight, it has the hatchet, it has a hammer, it has just about every function that you need as a good quality survival kit, if you actually need one. So that's something like this I would actually put into my glove box in the car. I would throw one of these into my backpack. I would throw it into, like I said, this would actually be a survival kit to take. The thing I would add to these survival kits, because I look at these survival kits a lot, I'm actually missing one item out of the Temu survival kit, so I'm going to take a quick look and see if it's there. Yep, it's there. So the other thing that's in Temu right here, this their spork, and it's got a whistle on the end of it, and you take the whistle off and you have a knife. This is just junk. I would not rate this Temu kit at all. The Amazon I'd probably go for maybe about a 6 or a 7. The Temu kit I would probably go for about a 1 or 2. It's just a bunch of kindergarten toys inside of the Temu kit. One thing that really gives me the lowest grade, putting the lowest grade on there is, well, they put a metal pipe in there and expect you to blow on the fire. So that's just about it for the survival kit. What I would probably replace out of there is the cord that you use for your flint and steel, and change it over to lint. And I would also add some water purification tablets and maybe a couple of plastic bags so that I could be able to use it to be able to carry water. So there's my review off of 2 survival kits. Amazon won this round, Temu lost. Mainly, and they're right around the same price range. I believe the Temu one is about $19. The Amazon one is about $22. So, what do you guys think of the 2 survival kits? Let me know in the comment section below. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss another video. Until next time, keep on rocking.